Baldurs Gate. This is a new character. This is Jace. He's a wizard. He's based off one of my oldest OCs from back when I was a kid, and I was getting into, like, I had friends in older year groups in school who were like into like Pandora Hearts and like anime like that. And I tell you what, I tried reading the manga. I think I was too young to be reading it. I was reading it on the school computers on dodgy websites. The school hadn't blocked the website, so I could do what I want. My first proper 3 OCs were 3 brothers and a secret 4th sister. Now, even to this day, I'm still trying to work out in story how to feasibly make it like this would work, but basically, for context, this guy, Jace, he's a wizard here, but he's more like a sorcerer, because in my world, it's like mages are bloodlines. And then I was like, oh, his father's an evil cult mage who puts him through a weird magical process. Now, I have, in more recent times, tried to refine this, so he basically forced him into becoming an artificial mage, hence all of his, like, glowy markings. And his dad is an evil cult mage, and he has a mask and things. One day I'll add a picture, like, if this gets clipped or uploaded at some point, I'll add a picture of what my current sketch work of it is. And then he's got his twin brother, who is his identical twin, but they have 2 different dads, because that's a thing. And his dad is an evil vampire of a almost Rococo-style aristocracy. And he forcibly turns his brother into a damn fire. And then you have, nowadays, I'm going with the idea that they're vampires that descend from, like, a gold snake. And then their brother, their eldest brother, he is a werewolf. So in the OG stuff, he was literally just a werewolf walking, like, you know, black, long cloaks, you know, like all that sort of thing. Now, I've created a culture since then, in more recent years, in my fantasy world, because I do have a fantasy world for my OCs. And he comes from a culture where they bind themselves to giant wolves for life, so they ride the giant wolves where they go. His one went wrong and he became a chimera, which means he shares 2 souls, that of a mortal and that of a wolf. Their secret sister, I don't know what I'm going to do with her, but the secret sister, she is a kind of like an Nephilim. She's like a saint child. I'm leaning more into the idea of like the whole saintess trope that keeps appearing in webtoons right now. But that's if she appears. She may have to be left in the cutting room floor. We will see. Because how does this one, because let me put this in perspective. I have to come up with a really compelling reason to how did their mother, and who was the mother? In my OG stuff, the mum was just a mum. But I'm kind of like, she has to be someone pretty important to have been able to have kids with the ruler of a guy who rules a small bit of land, which has a cult religion style populace, the guy who rules over a bunch of lands as a vampire aristocracy, and then got with someone from a different region whose family probably descends from people who live in like with their own culture and power as well. And I have created the map for it. I've created the map, I've created the cultures, but I need to figure out how on earth did she do that? Because those are quite a few big kind of powerful players in this. And I know I can make it work because in real life, we have had people in real life do this. But it's making it believable. Anyway, ranting over. Like OC rants. OC rants over.